The episode everyone has been waiting for. The Summer I Turned Pretty finale brings closure, chaos, and tears after 11 long Wednesdays. Fans of The Summer I Turned Pretty finally got the episode they'd been waiting for. The long-anticipated finale that brought heartbreak, growth, and long-delayed closure. For many, it was the culmination of years of emotional investment in Belly Conklin's journey, her tangled love triangle, and her coming-of-age transformation. For me, it was 11 Wednesdays of waiting for Belly and Conrad to finally find their way back to each other. The finale did not hold back. It delivered laughter, tears, and moments that made me want to punch my TV, all within the same hour. Jenny Han, the brilliant mind behind the series, knew exactly what she was doing. By the time the episode faded out, I was left emotionally wrecked, fulfilled, and yet somehow still craving more. Belly's journey. From awkward girl to independent young woman. From the moment we first met Belly, she was a shy, uncertain girl who often let others define her happiness. She was torn between two brothers, paralyzed by indecision, and too eager to please everyone around her. But this final episode, set against the romantic backdrop of Paris, showed how far she's come. Belly is no longer the indecisive teenager we met in Season 1. She's confident, mature, and unapologetically chasing her own dreams. It's not just the chic Parisian haircut that symbolizes her transformation, it's the way she carries herself. She's no longer stuck between Conrad and Jeremiah, or tethered to anyone else's expectations. Paris represents freedom for her, and she's finally found her place in the world. Even when Conrad tries to pull her back, she stands firm, determined not to let anyone, or any love story, derail her path forward. The love triangle that defined a generation, of course. The Belly-Conrad-Jeremiah triangle has been the heartbeat of The Summer I Turned Pretty. Team Conrad and Team Jeremiah fans have debated endlessly online, dissecting every glance, text, and beach scene. This episode gave both sides a little something, but ultimately, it was Team Conrad's long-awaited victory. Conrad, the brooding first love who always carried emotional weight, finally broke down his walls. Jeremiah, the charming and reliable comfort, found closure and learned to let go. Belly, caught between both, finally made her choice. And it wasn't about which brother she loved more, but about which version of herself she wanted to be. As much as I had been rooting for Belly and Conrad to reunite, I have to admit the timing frustrated me. It took nearly the entire season, and then only 10 minutes before the finale ended, for them to find their way back together. After waiting so long, I wanted a full episode of their happiness, not just a fleeting taste of it. Still, the relief of seeing them reconnect made the emotional roller coaster worth it. A farewell to Cousins Beach. Jenny Han's decision to end the show at the iconic beach house felt both poetic and nostalgic. The beach house has always been more than just a setting, it's a character in itself. Every laugh, every fight, every heartbreak has echoed through those walls. It's where friendships deepened, romances blossomed, and Susanna's memory lived on. Still, I wish Han had brought everyone back to the beach house for one final reunion. Seeing all the characters, Belly, Conrad, Jeremiah, Stephen, Taylor, together one last time would have made the farewell even more powerful. After all, Susanna would have loved seeing her favorite people back where it all began. Character growth. A season of healing and closure beyond Belly. This finale beautifully tied up the emotional arcs of every major character. Jeremiah, once bitter and heartbroken, finally learned to let go. His ability to move on from Belly and start fresh with Denise showed maturity that fans had been waiting to see. His acceptance of Conrad flying to Paris, and his reconciliation with his father, hinted at real growth. Stephen and Taylor's relationship also evolved from childish bickering to genuine partnership. Their plan to move to California together felt like a sweet nod to growing up and taking risks for love. And then there's Conrad. For so long, he was the boy who hid his feelings behind sarcasm and silence. In this episode, he finally allowed himself to be vulnerable, to speak his truth, to fight for what he wanted, and to love openly. It's that emotional honesty that makes his reunion with Belly feel earned. The messiness of growing up. Jenny Han's storytelling has always thrived on emotional realism. This finale wasn't about neat happy endings. It was about the bittersweet messiness of life. Things don't always tie up perfectly, and that's okay. The show mirrored real life. Friendships drift, relationships change, and sometimes, closure looks more like acceptance than perfection. While I may have wanted a full hour of Belly and Conrad's happily ever after, I now see the deeper message Han was sending. Life is unpredictable, love is complicated, and growth often comes through pain. The finale wasn't about perfection, it was about authenticity. A bittersweet goodbye. For now, as the credits rolled, I realized that The Summer I Turned Pretty wasn't just a show about first loves or sibling rivalries. It was about growing up, letting go, and embracing change. Every summer, we wait for the warmth and freedom it brings. And just like that, it ends, leaving behind memories and lessons that linger long after. That's what this finale captured so perfectly. Belly turned pretty, yes, but more importantly, she turned wise, brave, and self-assured. And while fans may feel bittersweet about the ending, Jenny Han has one more surprise up her sleeve. A Summer I Turned Pretty movie is officially in the works. So maybe this isn't goodbye after all. Maybe it's just the end of one chapter before the next wave rolls in. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel.